Hi, I'm Michael Fry, President and CEO of Deepwater Subsea. In this episode of The Daily Grind, I sit in the middle of the room and don't do anything. But then you know what? We get out and we start hustling. Let's get into the show. So I come to the office this morning, and if you follow us on Snapchat, I'm walking out the door, 4:20 this morning, I'm up, I'm out, on my way to the office. And something I want to talk about in this daily grind is, there are going to be days, and you heard me talk about it a couple episodes ago, where you're going to be kind of lost. You're just not going to have it. And, I got to the office this morning, started working on some stuff. We've got a lot of things going on here at the office. And sometimes the hustle can be overwhelming at times because you're trying to multitask and just try to get as much done as you can in the shortest amount of time. There's only so many hours in a day, and how do you maximize that time? And for me, I hook up the mic, I get the camera set up, and I turn the camera on. I've been sitting here staring at it for about 15 minutes and just thinking, what do I want to talk about today? And I talked about this yesterday with the hustle, and if you stand in the middle of the room and you do nothing, you're not going to go anywhere. And what it took for me to do is turn the camera on, push play, and it's like, you know what, let's go. And my message for this daily grind is you have to be willing to hustle. Some of you see me the other day, I posted a picture with me and Cody from the Houston Rockets, from their sales team. And Cody reached out to me on LinkedIn and said, hey, how's it going? Would you be interested in coming checking out a game? And now we're looking at getting season tickets to the Rockets. Now, if Cody wouldn't have taken the time to send that email, we wouldn't be having this conversation about, being season ticket holders. But for him to take 5 minutes, send an email, just, hey, what do you think? Would you be interested in coming out, checking out a game? Yeah, sounds great. And now we're going back and forth with dialogue, and we're looking to become season ticket holders. Same thing with the Houston Astros. Brittany reached out to us and said, hey, would you be interested in coming checking out the park, having a tour? We went back and forth for a few months. The reason I want to mention this is they didn't give up on their drive. They didn't give up on the hustle. Brittany and I went back and forth about a half a dozen times, and our schedules just didn't meet. Every time it seemed like we had a visit scheduled, I had something come up and I had to cancel last minute. So this daily grind is all about moving forward. You have to keep moving forward each and every day. You have to put yourself out there. You have to send that email. I like to use the analogy, the kind of the breakdown all the time in class, a 30-20-10. If you spend 30 minutes a day over a 20-day, for the guys working offshore, a 20-day hitch, you have 10 hours of training. You have 10 hours of whatever it is you want to do. Same thing goes if you're in the office. You hear Google a lot of times talk about, spend so much time doing whatever project you want to work on outside your normal stuff you're doing. If you spend 30 minutes a day over 20 days, 20 work days in a month, that's 10 hours of whatever it is you're going to be doing that you've made up for instead of just sitting around doing nothing. It could be training. It could be reaching out to recruiters. It could be, it could be personal training, going to the gym, 30 minutes, 10 hours, get yourself back in shape. It could be meditation. It could be whatever you want, but do something. So this daily grind is all about moving forward, making those calls, sending those emails. I know you hear me talk about it all the time, but what's important is if you don't do it, if Cody didn't reach out to me, if Brittany didn't reach out to me, if you guys who are looking for training, opportunities and employment opportunities don't take the time to reach out to us, you're never going to know what the answer is. So again, for me, I turned the camera on, I'm looking at it this morning, and it's like we have to move forward. I was standing in the middle of the room. I'm not going anywhere until I take that first step. Take the first step, push play, let's get the hustle going. And the next thing you know, we got the daily grind number, I think we're 39 now, taken care of. But if I didn't push play, if I didn't take that step, if Brittany and Cody didn't take that step, they don't get the sale. You don't get the opportunity to sit down and talk to a recruiter. You don't get to attend that training course. There are opportunities that are going to be available to you in your life. They're going to pass by like a feed on Twitter. It's going to be there. It's going to be there. It's going to be gone. If you don't catch it at that moment, somebody else is going to take it from you. So get out, hustle, do the things you need to do. Don't be afraid for rejection. You're going to get rejection. We all do. Just next, all right, so what? Not a good fit? Let me go off to something else. but always hustle, always keep moving forward. Something to think about.